So as you can see here, we have a verb, and this verb is on the top. You can see the name of the verb is given. What verb it is? Can somebody tell? Infinitive form of this verb is called abstain. Yeah. So how does it work? As you can see, this is called separable verb. In German, you call it trennbare Verben. Means this you make a division in it, and part of it stays in the second position. Like the root verb will stay in the second position, and the prefix will go in the end. And this is how you make the table. Like you can see, the scissor is showing the division. Auf is the prefix and stehen is the main verb. So we conjugate stehen basically. You cannot conjugate auf. And how do you make the table? You say, you can repeat after me. Aufstehen. Ich stehe auf. Du stehst auf. Sie, es steht auf. Wir stehen auf. Ihr steht auf. Sie stehen auf. Normally, stehen, does anyone remember what does stehen mean? Stehen means to stand. But aufstehen has a different meaning. Aufstehen means to get up. So abstain means to get up. So, and how do we use separable verb? I explain you the rule. As I said, first you will put subject, then you will put the root of the verb, which in this case is stehen. So ich stehe. You can give all the information you have in the after that, for example. And doesn't matter how big your sentence is. You have to put everything now. Stehe heute 7 Uhr auf, for example. So then you give all the information, and in the end you have to put prefix. Auf will be the last word of the sentence. So remember, this is the rule. That's how we make the sentence. Okay. So now we will go to the next. Yeah, you can see here again, as I said, the first one is a non-separable verb. You're familiar with this. No, ich fahre im Winter nach Italien. I travel in winter to Italy. Second one is ich fahre in ein paar Tagen ab. You see here the verb is abfahren. No, abfahren. Abfahren means to leave. I leave in a few days, or to depart. Yeah. For example, you can say the train departs at 7 o'clock from Chennai. So how do you say that? You say der Zug, then you'll say fährt. 1 minute, I need symbol. One second. Here we have fährt. You remember the conjugation of fahren? It's quite easy. No? So what do we do? So der Zug fährt um 7 Wa von Chennai ab. Yeah. The train departs from Chennai at 7 o'clock. So you see, ab went in the end. This is what you have to learn actually. Let's move. You'll see a couple of separable verb. We talk about it. I'll make the screen big. Okay. So here it's already separated for your understanding. But when you look for these verbs in dictionary, you have to see, as you see in the end, three verbs: Fernsehen, aufstehen, ausgehen. That's how they stay in dictionary. And if you want to know what does it mean, okay. So above ones is given as how we separate them. So first is einkaufen, second is anrufen, third is einladen, fourth is abfahren, fifth is mitbringen, sixth is zuhören, then Fernsehen, aufstehen, ausgehen. So let's quickly conjugate them. I'll conjugate simple ones we know. No, I tell you, for example, einkaufen here, ein is the prefix, kaufen is the root of the verb, so you have to conjugate kaufen. And it's kaufen is a regular verb, so how do we conjugate? Ich kaufe ein, du kaufst ein, sie, es kauft ein, wir kaufen ein, ihr kauft ein, sie kaufen ein. No? So if you remember, all the regular verbs are conjugated in a similar way. So it's easy, you have to think of that. And how do we use it? Einkaufen, only kaufen means to buy. Einkaufen means to shop. I do shopping in supermarket, for example. So, sorry, I wrote it separately. We have to write it together. Einkaufen without any gap. I mean, this is the infinitive form. And while using, you can say, Ich kaufe am Wochenende Markt ein. I buy on the weekend in the supermarket. I shop, no, not buy. I shop in the weekend on the weekend in the supermarket. So you see, I put ein in the end. Now you have second one is anrufen. If you have only rufen, it means to call. Somebody is far away and you call that person from distance. That's rufen. No. Here we have the verb anrufen, which means to make a phone call. In English also you have a similar, like very similar word, like you have a special word, no? To call up. When you say to call up, that means to make a phone call. Okay. So again, like einkaufen and rufen is also regular verb. Ich rufe an, du rufst an, sie es ruft an, wir rufen an, ihr ruft an, sie rufen an. No? So, ich rufe meine Eltern jeden Tag an. That means I make a phone call. I call up my parents every day. So an is gone in the end. So if you are calling up on phone, you are calling up, you are talking to somebody on phone, then you say anrufen. Then you have einladen. Einladen, I conjugate here for you. You can also check in Google, but just for the beginner level you are, so yeah, conjugate irregular verbs. I'll conjugate here for you. So how does it go? We say here the root of the verb is laden. Only laden if you have, it will mean to load. But einladen means to invite. Yeah, so ich lade ein, du lädst ein, er, sie, es lädt ein, wir laden ein, ihr ladt ein, sie laden ein. Yeah, that's how it goes. Ich lade ein, du lädst ein, sie es lädt ein, wir laden ein. Then ihr ladt ein, sie laden ein. Okay, so I invite you for my birthday party. Suppose you want to say that, you have to use this verb einladen. Ich lade dich zu meiner Geburtstagsparty ein. So if you have to remember everything, I just hope you remember what we learned in the past. Dish, einladen will take direct object, like I invite you, use the direct object, so it will be accusative case, and because it is accusative case, that's why we have used dish. Yeah, then for any party and all, if you are going, then we use the preposition so. Just remember it. Zu a party, ich gehe zu a party, I go to the party. Yeah, so here we'll use su, and since su is a dative verb, dative preposition, that's why Geburtstagsparty is feminine. No, party. It's a compound word, and the last word of this compound word is party, which is die Party. So because of that, here we have meiner. Zu meiner Geburtstagsparty. Yeah, to my birthday party. Okay. Then we have abfahren. We already discussed it. We have mit bringen, to bring along. No? Again, here we have bringen is the root verb, so it will get conjugated. Okay, I'll bring along my sister to the party. How do we say that? Ich bringe meine Schwester zur Party mit. Yeah, so bring along. Then you have zuhören. Hören is again a regular verb. We conjugate like this. Ich höre zu. Du hörst zu. Sie, es hört zu. Wir hören zu. Ihr hört zu. Sie hören zu. Yeah. So zuhören, if you have only hören, it means to hear. But if you have zuhören, that means to listen. No? So we say, I'm listening to the teacher. For example, if you want to say that, how do you say? Ich höre den Lehrer zu. It's like that. Okay. I'm listening the lecture. Ich höre den Vortrag zu. Okay, so you have to add so, not just is höre den Vortrag. I hear the lecture, we don't say, we say I listen the lecture. Okay, then we have Fernsehen. Can somebody tell me what is the root of the verb here? Is root and what is prefix?
Jan is root.
Yes, very good. And fan
And
is the,
fan is prefix.
yes. And do you remember the conjugation of the verb sein? That is what we will conjugate, no? Here also. How do we conjugate? Way I'm putting it here just for refresh so that it gets refreshed for you all. So you can note down if you want. It's here. I'll read it also. Repeat after me. Ich sehe Fan. Du siehst Fan. Sie, es sieht Fan. Wir sehen Fan. Ihr seht Fan. Sie sehen Fan. No? So I watch, this means I watch TV. You watch TV in the evening. How do we say that? Wir sehen am Abend Fern. You see, so Fern goes in the end. Yeah. So you don't need to, in like English, you have we watch television or TV as a noun. If you are using this verb, then you don't need to put the verb, put the noun television. You simply use this verb to say that. Then you have abstain. We discussed it previously. Then you have ausgehen. Ausgehen means to go out. Yeah, go like you are in the house and evening you go out, no, in that context. So again, gain will be conjugated and aus is the prefix. So jeden Abend nach der Arbeit gehe ich gern. Give one sentence. Can anyone tell me what does this sentence mean? Tell me quickly, what does the sentence mean? Without looking into Google, without trying to find any. What is nach and what is arbeit? Do you remember the preposition nach?
After.
Yes. So,
So
ev
every evening after work,
yes,
I like going out,
yes.
or I like to
Very
go.
good. Yeah, I like to go out. Yeah, every evening after work, I like to go out. Okay. So now I have, as you can see, I have put the next one. Here, there are a couple of new, these are there are many separable verbs in German. Yeah. We are just discussing the most common ones. Yeah. And at least you should know how to use them. So here's few are new. I'm just going to talk about those ones here. And then you can try to make sentences for yourself. Yeah, simple sentences. Don't try to make but now you can in fact, make complicated sentences, like you can use prepositions, no? So that will help you in expressing yourself better, and compound words, all those things. prepositions you can put here for sure. And then we have here, I'll give you like einkaufen, anrufen, einladen, wegwerfen. You can see in this page we have a verb, wegwerfen. Wegwerfen means to throw something, to throw, simply. Yeah. So what is the root verb here? Is the root verb and what is the prefix?
Weg.
Weg is root verb. Think again.
Weg is the prefix, ma'am. Werfen is the.
Yes. So werfen needs to be conjugate. Now tell me, werfen is regular verb or irregular verb? Any idea?
I think regular verb.
Oh, yeah, we can't know that just by looking at the verb. That's also a problem. Werfen is irregular verb. That's why I'm conjugating it here for you. You can see it here. Note down in your notebook. So, ich werfe weg, du wirfst weg, sie, es wirft weg, wir werfen weg, ihr werft weg, sie werfen weg. Yeah. So I'll give you one example. Like I throw away the garbage. If you want to say, how do you say that? Ich werfe den Müll. Müll is der Müll and its object, so it will become den. Müll means garbage. So ich werfe den Müll weg. Okay. I throw away garbage on weekend. How do you say that? Ich werfe den Müll am Wochenende weg. Yeah, like that. So remember, weg always put in the end. That's the rule that we follow. Fortgehen, you can see is the next verb, which means to go away. No, ich gehe fort. Let me check more precisely the meaning of this. Fortgehen. Or to go immediately away. You can also check and tell me. Do you think it means? It's taking time. Do it on mobile. Yes, fortgehen means to go away, no? Or to walk away. So what do we do? As you know, it's again here, gain is the root of the verb and fort is the prefix. Yeah. So he's going away now. Yeah. He's walking away now. Yeah. Simple sentence I'm giving you. Er geht jetzt. Or now we use the verb jetzt. Geht jetzt fort. Yeah, he is going away now, for example. Okay. Okay, and then you have another verb which is important here is aussehen. No? Aussehen is to appear. Yeah. Again, I won't write, or if you want, it's good practice to conjugate the verbs. You remember that way. I'm telling and I'm writing down also, okay? So, ich sehe aus, du siehst aus, sie es sieht aus, wir sehen aus, ihr seht aus, sie sehen aus. Okay? Ich sehe aus, du siehst aus, sie es sieht aus, wir sehen aus, ihr seht aus, sie sehen aus. Aussehen means to appear or to look, yeah? Not in that sense. You can't say I'm looking for you, not that sense. In that sense, you look, for example, if you want to say you look good, no? The weather looks nice, yeah? Everything looks bad. In that context, we use aussehen. Not in that context when you say, I'm looking for you, I'm looking outside. In that context, we don't use this one. Yeah. So to appear, how does something appear? For that, we use aussehen. Du siehst heute gut aus. You look good today. No? So we use this verb. Das Wetter sieht diese Woche schlecht aus. The weather looks bad this week. Das Wetter sieht diese Woche schlecht aus. Okay, so this is aussehen. Then you have to now work on the sentences that you see below. Einkaufen, anrufen, all these you know. I'll just give you the, and then what is this? Wegwerfen, aussehen, zumachen, abstehen, you know. Einkaufen, you know. Okay, there are two combination I'll give you. It's important. One is zumachen, which means to close. Another one is aufmachen, which means to open. Yeah. I'm closing the door. Ich mache die Tür. Ich mache die Tür. I'm closing the door. I'm opening the door. Ich mache die Tür auf. Okay. So zumachen, aufmachen. Then you have another combination that we should remember is anmachen, which means to switch on. We have another one, ausmachen, which means to switch off. Yeah. Ich mache das Licht an. I'm switching on the light. Mache das Licht aus. Switching off the light. So as you can see, anmachen, ausmachen is used for any electronic gadget and all, but you can switch on and off, like it could be a fan, TV, refrigerator, AC, anything. And ausmachen is used for the same, to switch off, and zumachen, aufmachen, to close and open something. Okay. So these are the ones I wanted to talk about. Now we have, this is something, we don't have much time. I just want to talk first.